Meet Raekwon Davis from Alabama. We also need someone with sly hands, sticky fingers.
That's intercepted by Brandon Jones.
That's Brandon Jones from Texas. Oh, and let's talk to Sullivan Kinley in Georgia.
Clean pocket.
How about some guys who really know how to hurt? I like pyro. And I'm not just talking about fireworks. We need someone who is explosive. Say hello to Malcolm Perry.
Malcolm Perry can run.
Enough monkey business. Do it already.
Get ready to kick off.
Yeah. Do it like
Nobody does.
I know you're feeling that. It's 100 Hip Hop and R&B FM. Yours truly, Lorenzo Ice-T Thomas, holding down the afternoon jump off. But let me tell you this. On our station, we play a wide variety of music. You know what I mean? This is what we have. Friday nights. Check it out for an example. Okay, you like your hip hop, you like your R&B. How about some house and club? We got that for you. We are a Nielsen BDS reporting radio station. So that means when we play your songs, we make them count. So on Friday night, DJ Ebony, aka Thomas Lytell, and my man Eric Lee hold down a Friday night house party. So therefore, if you like to break for love, you like to French kiss, or you want to play house music all night long, we are the station that plays it all. We're 100 Hip Hop and R&B. Check out the Friday night house party at midnight right here on your station for every generation. We are 100 Hip Hop and R&B FM.
Gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas.
Fantastic.
You're gonna need a crew as nuts as you are. What do you got in mind?
First, we need a signal caller, maybe a southpaw.
Tagovailoa going deep. He's gone.
This guy Tua, he's insanely accurate, and he works well under pressure.
Touchdown, Alabama.
Second, we need our muscle. Let me introduce you to Austin Jackson. Nothing gets through him.
Clean pocket all day. And watch this.
Next, our handler Noah. He can cover up anything. And when someone gone, he'll make them disappear.
What a goal line stand for Auburn.
More security protection. Big man Robert Hunt has been serving up pancakes in Louisiana, and we're hungry.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
We need guys who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. Meet Raekwon Davis from Alabama. We also need someone with sly hands, sticky fingers.
That's intercepted by Brandon Jones.
That's Brandon Jones from Texas. Oh, and let's talk to Sullivan Kinley in Georgia.
Clean pocket.
How about some guys who really know how to hurt? I like Jason Strobridge and Curtis Weaver. Let's get Blake Ferguson, because we can. Finally, we need a pyro. And I'm not just talking about fireworks. We need someone who is explosive. Say hello to Malcolm Perry.
Malcolm Perry can run.
Enough monkey business. Do it already.
Thank you so much. We have the great Hall of Famer Jim Brown with us. Lorenzo Thomas, how are you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Doing.
Thomas?
Yes, I am.
It's nice meeting you.
And you are Mr. Brown.
Yes, sir.
Get down, Jim Brown.
Get down, Jim Brown. Why not?
Listen, there was an important night many years ago. They've taken that night and turned it into a stage play. Here they called it One Night in Miami. It was when Muhammad Ali won the title. And the night, you, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and who was the other guy?
Sam Cooke.
Yes. Now they've turned it, I think they've turned to a stage play. It's going all around the country. Why is that night so significant that they make it into a stage play?
Well, when you talk about Sam Cooke, you're talking about one of the greatest singers of all time. When you're talking about Malcolm X, you're talking about the one political situation in this country. You talk about freedom, equality, and justice, and a man who put his neck out there, very controversial, to take your choice. And then I'm just a football.
Right.
I knew all of them, and we're fighting for freedom, equality, and justice for everybody in this country, not just black people, but everybody.
Right.
And we could get together, and they didn't want us together. But we got together because we knew together we could be a force.
Now, if Malcolm or Muhammad were here today, and we know that you didn't meet with the president, a while back.
Yeah.
If they could say something today, or if you wanted to say something that could bring people together, what is the key thing to where we could just bring the country back together, because there's such divisiveness right now?
You're absolutely right. The country's in a bad state at this particular time. You know, we have to go back to simplicity of love and caring and respect, integrity. All of those quality words apply today, and they're needed today. And what has happened is money, power, greatness. All of those things have come up and you know, bowed its head, and we've fallen for the trick. Because in my life, I'm 83 years old, and my life is a simple situation to improve myself as much as I can and to help.
The NFL honors is my last question. Do you think the athletes got together like you did and stood behind Muhammad Ali? It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a host of where you came to, I think you called it the Summit. Am I right when I called it that?
Yes, Ali Summit.
Yeah, the Summit. Do you think if the NFL players, basketball players, LeBron took the lead and came together to support one another, we could bring together?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
This is the perfect time for the big boys in sports to put their millions together, come up with the concept of peace and love, and get rid of our homeless, improve our poor, deal with our education, stand up and be tall, speak out, don't wait for anyone else, but put it together and use the power of persuasion that you have to make this an unbelievable country again.
All right. Mr. Brown, thank you so much. I appreciate
your question.
Thank you, I really do.
Gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas.
Fantastic.
You're gonna need a crew as nuts as you are. Who do you got in mind?
First, we need a signal caller, maybe a southpaw.
Tagovailoa going deep. He's gone!
This guy Tua, he's insanely accurate, and he works well under pressure.
Touchdown, Alabama!
Second, we need our muscle. Let me introduce you to Austin Jackson. Nothing gets through him.
Clean pocket all day. And watch this.
Next, our handler Noah. He can cover up anything. And when someone gone, he'll make them disappear.
What a goal line stand for Auburn.
More security protection. Big man Robert Hunt has been serving up pancakes in Louisiana, and we're hungry.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
We need guys who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. Meet Raekwon Davis from Alabama. We also need someone with sly hands, sticky fingers.
That's intercepted by Brandon Jones.
That's Brandon Jones from Texas. Oh, and let's talk to Sullivan Kinley in Georgia.
Clean pocket.
How about some guys who really know how to hurt? I like Jason Strobridge and Curtis Weaver. Let's get Blake Ferguson, because we can. Finally, we need a pyro. And I'm not just talking about fireworks. We need someone who is explosive. Say hello to Malcolm Perry.
Malcolm Perry can run!
Enough monkey business. Do it already.
Live from the M.I.A.
With a sports update.
Minutes away from kickoff, as you can see, right here at Hard Rock Stadium. For the Sports Brothers, I'm Lorenzo Talks. We got Devontae Parker. I call him 1-1.
Standing with Lorenzo Ice-T Thomas on 100 Hip Hop and R&B.FM.
Once again, it's on. Welcome to the Lorenzo Thomas Show. And of course, this is the show where we talk Dolphins. That's it. That's all we're going to talk about on this show is Dolphins. No Heat, no Panthers, no other team. Well, we may have to talk Bills, Patriots, Jets, because they're in that division. Yeah. And I'm going to predict right now we're going 6-0 in the division. And the man that's on the other screen with me, Papa Pump. Do you agree?
I agree.
What's up, brother?
I'm good, bro. What's up?
Oh, man, I think this is the happiest. Well, first and foremost, you're happy because you've been celebrating your birthday for the past few days. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday, man. And I see the balloons and everything, so it must have been a great one.
Yeah, Coach, man, I had a nice little one, man. I mean, hey, clean and you know, social distancing, you know, and all that good stuff. And man, yeah, we had a nice time, man. The dinner was good. Everything was lovely, man.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Good.
I was going to ask you about that because you are famous for always finding a club somewhere here in South Florida where you're going to have the Papa Pump birthday bash.
Yeah, actually, Lorenzo, when it comes my birthday, I don't know. I think they have this analog in where my birthday always come up, and I get millions of calls. Oh, we want you to have your birthday here. We want you to have your birthday here. Come to the club. What so happened this time? I had it in the backyard of my house. The club, Papa Pump.
Wow. Well, and I guess, you know, it has to be probably maybe one of the happiest you've had in the past few years, because we boys. So I know these past few years have been kind of tough on you, brother. You know, with some of the things you've been having to deal with, but with this event that just took place this past weekend for both of us and all Dolphin fans, I have to get your opinion and how you feel about this NFL draft 2020.
Well, Lorenzo, man, let me tell you something. I'm 51. 51 years old. And out of those 51 years old, being 51, I haven't been excited a draft.
Wow.
As I am with this one. And I'm here to tell you the truth. Dolphins have been unpredictable. You can try to focus on what we're going to pick,
right?
But it never works out to what we're going to pick. Actually, this time it did. Besides the corner, Noah, I was like hit towards the running back, you know what I'm saying? But it was a Noah. Right. I'll accept that. It was still great. Because we got talent, we got all the players, and I'm really excited. I can't go together now. We get on the field and see what it looked like, you know?
Yeah. I'm right there with you, brother, you know, and we've talked already about it, but some people are, kind of witnessing our conversation for the first time. And, I was basically begging, pleading, and just, do everything that I could to try to convince Chris Greer, Brian Flores to man up, don't be scared, and pick the player that you have wanted over the last 2 years.
Tua Tagovailoa.
And next year, we got 2 number 1s and we got 2 number 2s. So you pick him, and then you see the chips may fall. And then we don't even know with everything that's going on with this coronavirus and, COVID-19, is it going to be a training camp? Is going to be in the reason what's going to be in play. You pick him, you put him in the strength and conditioning program, put some muscle on that body, teach him how to fall, teach him how to avoid the rush, get him to watch some videos of Russell Wilson or Steve Young, and get him prepared as that offensive line gets better. That's what's important. So you had to pick Tua at 5, and the fans definitely, to a certain extent, agree.
Right, of course, man. But Lorenzo, let me tell you something, man. It's been so long, man. My birthdays have been great, and when my birthday fall around the draft, it's like a double whammy. You know what I'm saying? It's a draft party / birthday, and dude, in this draft we had here, bro. I was like, oh my God, man, feeling so good. I actually went to sleep with a smile on my face. Yeah. When my eyes were closed, my wife said, "Baby, your eyes were closed, but you were sure smiling."
Now, if you had to give the draft a grade, Papa Pump, what would you give it?
Honestly, I would give it an 8. Not an 8 plus, but an 8.
Okay.
I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I would have to maybe differ with you a little bit. I would give maybe a B plus, and maybe because I don't have any of the information in front of me right now. I should have put all the paperwork in front of me, so I'm going off the top of the head. But the offensive tackle that we drafted from USC, I just think at that position we could have waited a little bit longer before. If you like him, great story. But you know, what he did for his sister, and it's probably why he didn't have as good of a senior year or last year that he had at USC. And that's why some of the experts are saying that he's a work in progress, he's raw, and so on and so forth. And because of his performance, because he just, you know, his sister had a bone marrow transplant.
Right.
So I kind of felt they reached at 18, but it would have been interesting to see if the Cowboys had not selected CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. I mean,
would we have taken him? I mean, I hate to go back, but that was a point of the draft where you were saying, okay, look at the value that is there at that position. And that's the thing is 17 because we were picking 18. So CeeDee Lamb was there. And then the next pick, you reach, and we all understand why you got to protect Tua. But I think that guy would have been available a little bit later on in the draft, and it may have been somewhere in that position.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. But, you know, I think the reason they grabbed this O-lineman, Austin Jackson, was because the versatility. You know what I'm saying? He's real versatile.
Right.
And he can go outside, he can come inside, and he can play either side. You know what I'm saying? And looking at the draft picks, every guy they interviewed, I can play left, I can play right. I mean, they can do more than one thing. You know what I'm saying? As being on the football. And I'm looking at the system the coach run. That's why. Right. And that's probably why Fitzpatrick is a state. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be. He wanted to be a safety. That's it.
Like, you're talking about Mika. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right.
Mika.
Right.
I'm saying Fitzpatrick. I'm saying, you know, he didn't want to be here because he didn't want to play corner, or he just wanted to be strictly safety. So my thing is, I understand where they're going, and I'm loving it, Lorenzo. Yeah. But you said it's a B+. That's not far from an A, buddy.
Yeah. No. And it would be that pick in particular that would say, man, you could have been someone else. I don't know if Justin Jefferson was still on the board. I think I wanted a wide receiver. You know what I mean? Right. Somewhere in there, and you could have possibly drafted one of those playmakers, because I think that's what a lot of people are looking at when they look at this draft. It was such a heavy wide receiver draft. We didn't pick one until the 7th round, and now we converted him into running back. Now, not that was probably our strongest position with the with Keem Grant, and we all know what they did in 2018. The plays that they did with Ryan Tannehill. Imagine what they could do when they're healthy. Without Wilson getting paid the amount of money that he may have wanted to take. The fantasy football player may have wanted him to take because they were playmakers. But this coaching staff and the organization stayed true to their draft board, and they build in the trenches, build that offensive line. They build a wall. This is one of the few times I've agreed with building a wall.
And building a wall, exactly.
You know, so, but I was a little concerned until 5th round came, and we made that trade after, was it J.K. Dobbins? Did I say his name right?
Yeah.
Okay. After he went to the Baltimore Ravens, it was like, okay, we're going. We can't get that running back. We got to now trade for one, and then we got Matt Breida. And I was like, thank you. Your reaction to that?
Oh, man, I was like, are you serious? How did we pull that off? That's my mindset. I'm like, how did we just pull that off? What did we give them? I'm like, these guys are brilliant, man. These guys got all the T's crossed, their I's dotted, and I'm like you can see the backs, like it's just like kick back, like coach the kids and and Grid just like laid back, like hey man, it's no pressure. No, we push the button, bump. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Lorenzo, we was like, okay, Dolphin pick in. It wasn't like we was dragging along. It's like, no, I pick us in. Like, so they actually were knew what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, to the clock, but they was like, hey, Dolphin pick in. I'm like, wow, this jumping off fast, man. I mean, so I'm like, put it this way, whoever they got that was on the board, they win. So that's how.
Yeah, and one thing I want to stress for the fans, for them to understand, is that I think when watching this draft, a lot of the ballers we had signed in free agency.
Jordan Howard.
Look at it. When you look at the draft, you gotta look at the entire off season. 10 players that are going to be on that field that's going to make that team so much better than the team that beat New England at the last game of the season last year. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, man.
So you have to look at that now. Who were the running backs last year? We now have Jordan Howard and Matt Breida in the backfield.
Are you kidding me? 1-2 punch all day. 1-2 punch all day, bro. No. I'm like, it's just crazy. You mentioned that. I'm like, wow. Since chills, I get like, whoa. I'm like, really? I'm like,
yeah.
Man, I'm ready, man. I'm absolutely ready for that, man.
Right. And the thing is, we look back to of course, we had the worst rushing attack last year in the NFL, but we also had the worst offensive line. So
we did.
when you look at some of those fans that are saying, okay, we need to get these playmakers, and we were even talking about it during the draft. We were saying, like, you were getting hit up like, yo, we need to take a running back. But like, look, if we don't build this offensive line, then there are not going to be any holes.
Exactly.
No matter. So that's where they started. What do you think about the moves towards the offensive line?
Oh man, I mean, look here, bro. We need to fulfill that, man. We really need O-line. I mean, when they went and got Austin Jackson, I say, okay, big boy. I'm looking at the guy like, that is a big boy. Right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, Coach, and that's something we need. And then, I mean, look here, Lorenzo. Everybody's not going to get what you want to get, Coach. It's just like Christmas.
Right. You
can put in what you want for Christmas, but that doesn't mean you're going to get everything for Christmas. Right. And I'm like, dude, and this is how I look at it. Like, I mean, the offensive line we got is like, I mean, put something together. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, was the boy from the Alabama guy. I love that dude.
The boy in the middle, the guard.
Yes, yeah. I love that. I love that. And even when we went, Robert Hunt from Louisiana.
Exactly. Right.
Oh man, I love that dude. I mean, big, smart. You know what I'm saying? And versatile. You know what I'm saying? Can play inside, outside.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach, you got to understand when you're pulling and you know how they bring in the extra lineman. Coach, man, just imagine us bringing in an extra lineman to go along with me already. It's going to be crazy, bro. Yeah. I mean, real crazy. I'm real excited. And they're young.
And they're young. And they'll be able to grow with. And I mean, I've had some debates over the past couple of days. Do you think, and I think I already know the answer to this question, but those that are watching this, they're probably wondering your thoughts. If we have some type of preseason, will Tua even play during preseason, or should he even start the season?
Well, I wouldn't want him to start.
Okay. Why?
I'm good to sit back and just let him learn, and figure this out. Because it's not college, man. I mean, defense, they're throwing different things at you. I mean, I think he should just be able to sit back. I mean, look here, it's not promised that he's not going to play. It's not promised that he will play.
Right.
My thing is, it's dependent on Fitzpatrick. If he out there balling, well, you will be sitting on the pine and learning and watching, you know, how this NFL is ran. But if Fitzpatrick is like dropping the ball, I'm like looking like straight boo-boo, oh, we will see him in. We will. I mean, what we got to lose, man?
Do you think we'll see him before we see Josh Rosen? You know, because if Josh Rosen gets some play, it's a new offense. Chan Gailey is now the offensive coordinator. Right. So Chad O'Shea is gone, and everyone's talking about offensive last year was a little complex. So it may have been difficult for Josh Rosen to pick up, and, you know, Ryan Fitzpatrick and everywhere. So he was able to pick it up quickly. But with the simplifying the offense, to show his ability a little bit, and then you have Trey Bait somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would do and put him in there. You know what I'm saying? Just see where he at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my thing with with Rosen is that 3 different offensive coordinators his first 3 years, bro. 3 offensive coordinators.
Yeah, that's tough.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, can he focus on that? I'm like, oh, dude, this is the 3rd offensive coordinator he got. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. Right? So, you know, I mean, like, you know, I'm rooting for the kid. You know, I'm rooting for him. I hope he can step in and be that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he doesn't, boy, it's going to be. I mean, it's not about a trade. It's about giving away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to give him away. But,
wow.
But I really think if Tua is not coming in, I'm pretty sure they might put Rosen in. They might put him in. You're right. They might put Rosen in before they put Tua in.
It's going to be interesting because we're going to have to see, because, of course, they've been debating. Everyone's been debating online. And, you know, some people saying they want to see Tua start, and remind them that you know, people would say the best quarterback in the NFL right now is Mahomes. Safe to say. Okay, he sat a whole year, and who did he sit behind? Alex Smith. And then the player that most Dolphin fans and a lot of people will say was the greatest passing quarterback of all time was Dan Marino. He didn't start the season. He sat on the bench for the first 5, 6, 7 games. Remember?
Yeah.
So I think we should, especially we have to give this offensive line time to gel and get some type of chemistry before we could put Tua behind there.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. So, but what I'm glad that we got 2 veterans on that offensive line.
Eric Flowers, Ted Karras.
You know what I'm saying? And what's killing us right now is this coronavirus that these guys can't get together. You know what I'm saying? That the virus is keeping these guys from like getting together. You know what I'm saying? So they can that bond. You know, that brotherly bond. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because this time has been wasted. But those guys come together, man. If it works how it's supposed to work, Greer and Flores will be geniuses. You have to write them up there, coach.
Right.
You have to write them in the book. They know what they're doing.
And must also keep in mind that this Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, exactly. So you know they have all these players coming in. They did a great job with the amount of money that they had with free agency. You mentioned Ted Karras and Eric Flowers on the offensive line, and we can kind of turn our attention now to the defense, which the reason why I predicted 6-0 in that division is if New England doesn't sign another quarterback, there's no quarterback in the AFC East that scares me. So when they come out there, you got Byron Jones and Xavier Howard locking down the corners. You got Noah, the rookie, number 1 draft choice in the slot, covering the slot. You got Eric Rowe that locked down the tight ends last year. People that don't know, these experts, these national experts haven't been following the Miami Dolphins and don't know their roster, but we know it. So, and then you got Bobby McCain, who moved from slot corner to safety, playing free safety or whichever he will be playing. That secondary looks like it's going to be a problem, especially for the quarterbacks in the AFC East.
Exactly. You already know, boy. And those boys gonna be beasting. I'm excited to see that too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the last time I seen a set of corners like that was with my boy Pat and Sam. I mean, those two cats didn't even come to the huddle. They didn't even come to the huddle, man. I mean, you just that line up. It don't matter who you got your best on one side. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And this division I'm seeing. This division I'm seeing right now, man. We got both of those guys, Jones and Xavier, and then you add Noah, and they talking about why did we get a corner? Say, dude, when Pat and Sam was playing, Wilson was getting murdered in that nickel. He was in the slot was getting murdered. I mean, anybody put on 24 was getting murdered. And dude, I'm telling you like this. We have everybody in the secondary that can cover. Do you see the
man to man?
Man to man. And I'm telling you, bro, it is awesome when you can line just anybody get on the field. You don't have to be running guys off the field. You don't have that's less work. You don't have to worry about alternating, but putting the line. Man, look here, man. Stay out there. We're running the play.
Yo, I think thinking about it because I remember how happy Brian Flores looked on camera after picking the Noah. He looked giddy. He looked happy like Peterson when he picked what's his name? Oh my God. He looked like the mad Peterson looked like the mad scientist right there. Jordan Love.
Like he picked
he was like, oh man. He's like, I'm gonna be in the dungeon. I'll be cooking stuff up. But I bet you Chris Greer wanted to pick the offensive tackle, and Brian Flores was like, okay, you want to go that one? All right, well, this time the corner. Because I want to lock him down because he got Cal Van Noy, because we know how he blitz. We know how he blitz. Then you got Raekwon McMillan in the middle. And then you got Elandon Roberts from New England in the middle. And then you got Jerome Baker. Those are the 4 linebackers.
Hey.
You got Shaq Lawson and Emmanuel Akbar on the ends that are known pass rusher. And then what's the name of the rookie we just drafted?
Which one? D-line?
Defensive tackle. Yeah, defensive tackle.
Oh, we talk Raekwon.
Raekwon. Okay, yeah, Raekwon. So we got 2 Raekwon.
We got 2 Raekwon.
And we got Devon Gachow in the middle. Rotating.
Gachow.
Yeah, so they're gonna be beasting on defense, and it's just gonna be interesting. I think that's why Brian Flores was so happy because when you finished last year number 4 in the NFL for the amount of time he played man to man, and he didn't have any players.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't even have ballers.
People fail to understand. We went to and beat them with who? And I was on Facebook and I told him, I said, dude, beat them with it. You name 10 players,
right?
I'll be shocked. Because, dude, I'm a fan. I'm a diehard.
Right.
I mean, and I know plenty out there. And I know you are too. But, Lorenzo, all I knew was numbers.
Right.
I called, they said the name. I said number 30. Number 20. 26.
Oh, big shout out going out to Nick Needham, too. He's still on the team, too.
He's still on the team, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those two corners went to New England and played. Coach, that's big, man.
Yeah.
That's big. They might say New England didn't have the receiver, the weapon, but, dude, that's New England. How did they get there? That's all I can say. How did they get
something? Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, if you're just checking in, talking to my brother, Papa Pump, who is celebrating his birthday, and of course we are. This is basically, you know, the Lorenzo Thomas Show. We're going to be talking Miami Dolphins all season long. So if you would like to be a part of the show, feel free to email me at lorenzothomasmedia@gmail.com. Right now, early stages, only Dolphins. All right, that's it. That's what this is about. I don't need to talk to nobody else, no Jet fans on. So this is strictly for Dolphins because, man, Papa, it's been a long time since we've been this excited. It's 2020, and if Tua Tagovailoa, did I say it right? Tagovailoa.
Yes.
Tua Tagovailoa turns out to be the franchise quarterback that we want him to. You're looking at a decade where this team can be at the top of the AFC East.
And Lorenzo, like I said last year, when they started getting rid of all the old pipes and replacing it with PVC pipe, see that galvanized pipe was ass. They took all the galvanized pipe out. And now they're putting PVC pipe. So that means we here for the long haul. You build that foundation, you got to start from the piping, Coach. I mean, you put concrete, a slab of concrete over that galvanized pipe, boy, and eventually you're going to have problems. And this is what we've been having for years. And these guys came in, I'm talking Flores and they came in and said, no, we're going to dig these pipes up, get rid of this galvanized, and we're going to add this PVC pipe. And that's what we started with. And we don't lay the foundation. Coach, now we can build this mansion that the Dolphins fans been waiting and dreaming and hoping for years. And I'm happy with it, man. I'm so happy with it, bro. And I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then next year, when you look into next year, because Rome was not built in a day, you look at the two ones and the two number twos and a total of 9 draft choices. I think it's still 9 that we had. That we had for last year,
and more to come.
You can draft those playmakers. And more to come. Right. That's when you drop the playmakers, those fantasy football players that the fans are yearning for from this draft. You know, it was interesting. It's a big wide receiver draft, and we didn't draft any because the Navy is now running back.
Right. Well, I mean, let me tell you something.
But then someone who could throw the ball, like a quarterback.
A versatile player. And
like you said, that's right. You said that.
That's the key. They want a guy who's versatile.
Yeah.
They don't want a one-dimensional guy.
Yeah.
They don't want that. Because, dude, when you're on the field,
that's true.
We can switch the look. We can switch the formation and run this play like we ran before. See, that's what the chess game, man. This football is a chess game. Yeah. If you're not good at chess, boy, you butt whoop. Period. And Belichick been playing.
And we know how Brian Flores plays defense. So all those ballers that he selected that play defensive end and linebacker, we're going to see them on the field a lot, standing up and blitzing from all different directions. And that secondary is going to be playing man. And if you don't have, and the best wide receiver in the division is Diggs now.
Diggs, correct.
You know, and I keep emphasizing the division is because if we go 6 in the division, that means we only have to really win 4 or 5 games outside the division, and we've got the division title, and we're in the playoffs. So that's where you start, and then the champion is the Kansas Chiefs. What do you need to do? You got to be able to stop the pass. That's why you load up on the cornerbacks.
They just went and got your boy too. That rookie they drafted. Oh, they went and got a beast back there. I mean, I don't know where Williams going. I don't know where Williams going to be at. But I know that young man right there can carry the load, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But he got to go up against the trenches. He come across the Miami Dolphins, boy. Because we built the defense for that. That defense all the way around. Because every one of them cats can come up and make a lick. I'm telling you. I mean, from the safeties, the linebackers, the D-line, the corners, they can come up. I mean, and I'm excited, bro.
Right.
And I'm just excited how Flores going to run this thing, man. I mean, those guys going to be coming from
And I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because when you look at the players that he drafted, some of those players are special team players.
Yeah.
That was special team captains. You know, and those other or and I'm going to committee or team and a coaching staff that had to basically to work the waiver wire all last season to turn around an 0-7 season, to turn around and end winning 5 out of the last 9. A couple of those games we could have won.
Right.
And you have to credit the coaching staff and the organization for being able to find those players that can fit in his your mock draft board. And if I'm going to trust anyone's draft board, you know what? A-. Okay, I'll go to A-. I started B+, A-. I convinced myself to change it to go from a B+ to A-, and the Matt Breida trade definitely did all of that.
I pushed over the top, man. I'm like, you got a true running back, man. A proven running back. And his highlights shows it all. Right. I mean, pull away. I mean, not already ahead of a guy. No, past the guy.
Right.
And make the guy look like he's walking. I'm sorry, dude. That's a steal. That's a steal, man.
We all know who he is. He is the new Mercury Morris.
Mercury Morris. Put him on that 22, baby. Put him on the 22.
Well, Papa Pump, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, brother. We're going to talk some more. You continue to enjoy your birthday celebration, my brother.
I definitely will. Hey, you know what? And I'm thinking about eventually putting tour on my truck, bro. You know, I'm thinking about, about putting tour. That'll be the first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, you know, I don't put players on my truck, but I'll put the number.
No, you really don't. You don't.
You know what I'm saying?
You really don't. It's always you.
I mean, the reason is because players come and go. You know what I'm saying? And with this thing with tour, I'm thinking he's here for the long haul, coach. So tour, if you listen.
Are you going to buy a jersey?
You might be on this Papa Pump truck. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm telling you right now. And it's coming.
Okay. All right. Well, Papa Pump, man, I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, my brother.
This is live from the M.I.A. Lorenzo's going global.
Worldwide, baby.
America's #1 talk show host.
What is that?
Okay, maybe that's a stretch.
Yeah!
This is live from...
Gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas.
Fantastic. You're gonna need a crew as nuts as you are. Who do you got in mind?
First, we need a signal caller, maybe a southpaw.
Tagovailoa going deep. He's gone!
This guy, Tua, he's insanely accurate, and he works well under pressure.
Touchdown, Alabama!
Second, we need our muscle. Let me introduce you to Austin Jackson. Nothing gets through him.
Clean pocket all day. And watch this!
Next, our handler, Noah. He can cover up anything. But when someone's gone, he'll make them disappear.
What a goal line stand for Auburn.
More security protection. Big man Robert Hunt has been serving up pancakes in Louisiana, and we're hungry.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
We need guys who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. Meet Raekwon Davis from Alabama. We also need someone with sly hands, sticky fingers.
That's intercepted by Brandon Jones.
That's Brandon Jones from Texas. Oh, and let's talk to Sullivan Kinley in Georgia.
Clean pocket.
How about some guys who really know how to hurt? I like Jason Strobridge and Curtis Weaver. Let's get Blake Ferguson, because we can. Finally, we need a pyro. And I'm not just talking about fireworks. We need someone who is explosive. Say hello to Malcolm Perry.
Malcolm Perry can run.
Enough monkey business. Do it already.
Get ready to kick off. Yeah. Do it like nobody does.
I know you're feeling that. It's 100 Hip Hop and R&B FM. Yours truly, Lorenzo Ice-T Thomas, holding down the afternoon jump off. But let me tell you this. On our station, we play a wide variety of music. You know what I mean? This is what we have. Friday nights. Check it out for an example. Okay, you like your hip hop, you like your R&B. How about some house and club? We got that for you. We are a Nielsen BDS reporting radio station. So that means when we play your songs, we make them count. So on Friday night, DJ Ebony, aka Thomas Lytell, and my man Eric Lee hold down a Friday night house party. So therefore, if you like to break for love, you like to French kiss, or you want to play house music all night long, we are the station that plays it all. We're 100 Hip Hop and R&B. Check out the Friday night house party at midnight right here on your station for every generation. We are 100 Hip Hop and R&B FM.